Welcome, our viewers and listeners across the globe. Thank you for joining us here this evening. As usual, this is the Liberia Public Radio. It's 8:02 Eastern Standard Time. We want to welcome our viewers and listeners across the globe. Sitting in this evening for the Liberal Progressive, there's the Liberal Progressive filling in for him because he told me he's disturbed. He has switched support affiliation, so we want to wait and see how other folks want to process it. But we want to welcome all of you here this evening. Moses is here, man. Mamalu, thank you always for keeping track and keeping our notifications straight on the alert. I really, really do appreciate your time here, Moses. There's Mr. Moses Mobolo. Thank you so much. Of course, Koto Balajala. Oh, my goodness. What's going on this evening? Koto is in the house. Alfred Janka, thank you so much. Josiah Smith is here to want to welcome you. Patient. Patient, good to have you. Atilia Tatman, good to have you. Talu, good to have you. If this is the first time, we say you are wholeheartedly welcome. This is the Liberal Public Radio and Lpr-Tv. I am your lead host and anchor here this evening, Alfonso Zienso, right here, broadcasting from the East Coast. In tonight's edition, Conversation with Samson. I have to use his name because I really don't really want to bother with him, but I'm filling in for him. So I'm going to give that courtesy, to him. So it's not a big deal. That's not going to stop me what I'm supposed to say or what I should be saying. Welcome to the show. I am your host and presenter. And hopefully the rest of the analysts will be here and we will get the program going right on top of the hour here this evening. Thank you so much for joining us. And we really, really appreciate your time, your commitment to this network, or what you do in making sure. It is because of you that we get this conversation going. Without you, we can't do it by ourselves. And so we really, really appreciate that as well. But don't also forget, you do have a greater share into this thing here in terms of your voice, what you want to do, and the conversation that we are keeping in. As much as we're keeping this conversation, you can also hold all accountable as well. That's very, very vital. That is important, and we want you to do that. So thank you so much. We're going to take a quick commercial break here and play some stuff here. And this is meant to also alert to you. If you have your business here, home, and abroad, or you need some sort of coverage, it doesn't matter where you are. Yeah, you are in the USA, in Liberia, and in parts. Let us know when there's no way we'll figure it out. So that is very, very much important. Let's take a quick commercial break here and some of our programs, and I will be right back.
Do you want to share your events with the world? Why not contact us? We are Liberia Public Radio, LPR. We are the specialists in advertisements, commercials, radio and TV services. We have the professionals that can help you sell your products and provide live coverage of all events, such as weddings, conventions, graduations, reunions, anniversaries, sports, birthdays, baby showers, religious activities, funerals, and many more. Take your phone right now and call any of the following numbers: 682-433-8802, 267-648-6089, 484-786-3337, or 916-533-2048. Our customer service representatives are waiting to take your calls and give you the needed assistance. It is LPR, the home of excellent media services, and your friends in business. Hello listeners, this is Mazola, the lover boy. I'd like to invite you to this exciting program. It is called Dancing for Jesus. It is intended to play beautiful inspirational music to help you turn your life to God. Join me on every Sunday from 12 noon to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is our way of showing appreciation to God for the good things He has done for us and continue to do. Don't miss this opportunity. Join Mazola Gizi on every Sunday from 12 noon to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the program Dancing for Jesus, Please be there because I will be here to wrap it up for you.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We'd like to say welcome. This is Liberia Public Radio. We are located at the FDA Junction, Painesville, also of the nation's capital. Have you been in search of that platform to cover your wedding, love on funerals, or political rallies? We'd like to say your worries are none over. Kindly contact us on these numbers appearing on your screen. Or better still, message us today on our social media platform, and we're going to be right at your doorsteps. To stay informed, kindly follow us today at Liberia Public Radio on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and all other social media platforms. My name is Tanner James Kaba. Thank you.
Hey you, it's time to pack your bags. The world is calling. From the skies above to every corner of the map, explore all 7 continents with journeys designed especially for Europe and Africa. Whether it's a cruise, an all-inclusive resort, a hotel, car rental, theme park getaway, or the perfect excursion, Ayana's Dream Escapes brings the world within reach. Adventures start here. Don't just dream, escape. Book now, visit our site, scan the QR code, or just call today.
Okay, good evening, good evening. So I want to welcome you. Thank you so much for joining us there. And that's our own LPR correspondent, Tanon James Kaba. Let's take this one, and I'll be right back. Of Lpr-Tv Live, The Examiner, bring you live conversations right here from the Desperate Informative News Magazine. The analysts are here. In today's edition of The Examiner comes your way every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am your host and presenter, Alfonso Zien. So be my guest. There you have it. I will say thank you so much. Filling in for the Liberal Progressive. The Liberal is off tonight. Not actually, but he sees I think he's switching gear. According to him, he's disappointed. Why he's disappointed, I have no idea. But that's how it looks like, when things not going their way, then of course, they are politicians. They always take sides. So it is what it is. To the analyst, the link is out there. If you wish, you can join the conversations, and we intend to activate the line here tonight to have folks to participate in tonight's program. So we want to say thank you so much for joining us. Good evening, good morning, wherever you are. If this is your first time, we say you are wholeheartedly welcome. Terrell Jones, say thank you for being here. Tangazia, thank you for being here. We say good morning, we say good evening, depending on your location. We say we are pleased to be here. And all we are here is because of you. We value your time. We know that you're going to be off whatever time, whether you are at work, at home, but you still squeeze out time to be part of this conversation. So we also take that seriously because we want to discuss what is happening in our country. Do not leave it. We intend not to leave this whole thing with the politicians alone, or even to the analysts, because they will always be here to be the one to be fixing things when it shouldn't be fixed. They always try to fix it. The blame game. Oh, you don't do it this way. They want to do it this way. So it is good that you form part of it. The analysts are coming. We're going to be having them in, and we will have a conversation here. But I was today is what? Today is Monday. Yes. So we try to also peruse the social media and see some of the bloggers, some of the people that are tweeting, doing their live, whether they are giving good advices or not. I came across something today, and that was very, very much hilarious, and I will share it. But in the meantime, Koto Jalabalayan is a senior analyst of the Liberia Public Radio and Lpr-Tv, is based in the Garden City of New Jersey to Bell. She is here. She says she going back home. I don't know, we home to a political party that she started, but people were doing some stuff, and then so she decided to go. But later she going back home. I'm not sure whether they come in interview yesterday taking her back to ANC. I don't know, but I just heard say the Liberal told me say, oh, Carter says she going back home. So we will ask her here tonight. She wasn't here yesterday, so we'll give her the opportunity to also get her thoughts on that. Carter, if you are ready, just give me a thumbs up and I will bring you in. Yes, I think Leon, the ANC folks will be happy to see you. Let me just bring in Carter here. I'm trying to cause trouble here this evening. So let's see here. Let's see here. Where I got this other color looking like this. Let me see. Let's go this way here. This is our favorite here. Good evening. How are you? Your mic is muted.
I'm good. How you doing too?
Great, great, great. So the Liberal gave me a G, say, well, you going back to your party? You got, I don't know where at all. I don't know how true it is. Just how he shared with me. Me and how they're gonna pull it up. So,
No,
oh,
man, they went and polluted the party, so it's polluted. Except they gave me the opportunity to wash it up, then I can wash it up. But for now, it's polluted. So
but you gotta be there before you can wash it up. Yeah, because Liberal said, let me bring in Mr. Walton Carter. We are sharing like CDC. One day independent, another day, I don't know. Let me just bring in.
man suffering from indecision, man. Yeah, leave Keta, man. Keta is suffering from indecision.
So Carter, guess
Look at
what?
who talking.
The Liberal said he's disappointed.
But man, I'm standing my ground. You know why I
That's
stand my
why,
ground, stand my
that's why,
ground.
and that's why he's not coming on. The Liberal
Hey,
said
I say
he's
I started camping. When I get on your back in the place, when I get on your back, you will know. You start. For
The
someone
liberal,
waiting
a
for you to
liberal,
start. When
a
you
liberal,
start,
we told the liberal you are going to eat crow. See, or we told the liberal you are going to eat crow. And he's scared to eat crow on his show, so he sat in the back.
yeah, he said he disappointed because and then with me I want to talk about that why he said he said he disappointed from the meeting. A Liberal that unstable human being. He said that here. The interview with Komena is freaking him out. He's going nuts. I'm telling you. Komena and a Gome. The Liberal, he's another character. Some kind of papi there. That papi there. He is going crazy with this whole interview thing now. So that's why he begged me. He begged me to come here. Oh, if I ask Keto will not do it. If I ask Koto, in fact, they're not even going to see me talking now. I will come in now. So I said, oh, you going to ANC now? You part all the party, then you'll be part of them. Okay, guys, good
no,
evening.
I've never actually been part of. We did an establishment.
I'll talk about Liberal. I'll talk about Liberal because he's from Liberty Party. Where he said which wing? Bronskin wing to. I don't want to talk to. I don't want to talk about him. Good evening, guys.
Well, good
Good
evening,
evening.
SEO.
How are you? And good evening to Keta and the people of Liberia and all of those that will be listening to this program. I want to say hi and I'm good. Thank God for everybody. Good to be here.
Okay. Okay, the escape of service here, the INS escapes. People need to start thinking about, we gotta go on cruise, man. Go on the water, yeah. We need to treat ourselves. Okay, guys, what another day. All kinds of crazy video. But sometimes we gotta mix these things always. So, there are some videos, I don't care your day is going some kind of way, especially you're at work and maybe sometimes get some phone calls and this and that, you bump into some of them. It can be quite interesting. So I will consider it as a tap for the night, but in reality, there's a message contained. So let's play this here. I bumped into it today. I'm like, you know what? Since it buzzed me up, let me just share with you. Let's watch this and see whether she making sense or not.
Depending on people package for schooling, for feeding, for rent, for housekeeping. that you're the one want to celebrate every other day in Liberia. November 29th, like your birthday. July 26th, like your birthday. August 24th, like your birthday. You want to mark other people that they probably were Liberians. They always want to be a followers, not a leader. You want to celebrate birthday party. You want to celebrate August 24th. You want to celebrate July 26th. Y'all go and celebrate now. We like in America here. We should only be concerned about the important. The important when it comes to schooling. When it comes to where you can lay your head. When it comes to when you're really sick. It's where you will be able to call your family back from here to come and help you. But no. Y'all want to be 100% liability. Y'all give her more stress. More than even America. Get your own stress. Y'all turn around. Y'all give her stress. Y'all want to live large. The person wake up, oh, my baby birthday, oh, my anyone birthday, the other person birthday. Then the person takes it, they celebrate their kid's birthday. This is how I do my kids. When a child is 1 year old, you celebrate their birthday. When they reach 5 years old, you celebrate their birthday. When they reach 10 years old, you celebrate their birthday. If that girl from 10 years old, then when she reach 16, you have sweet 16 birthday party for her. From there now, she on her own. Maybe when she reach 30 or 20, she want to have her own birthday now, she on her own. But some of y'all who depending, who don't have it. Some of us were in Africa, we didn't have it. How many times you say we celebrate our children's birthday? How many times? Thank God said my sons, they're not even, my children, they said they want to eat cake, they get a little small little change in their pocket, they don't care about nothing else. Even the one that where was born in Africa, they don't even care about birthday party. They just want for you to give them money. That's it. Period. Because somebody will not even celebrate a child birthday before. But every time you call it, they might all say you get 20 children. They must celebrate all the 20 children birthday. Then when school ready to open again, you wanted to give your happy hand. Then when the other thing, when they get food again, oh, we not get food. What's up with that? For real, for real. Y'all tell me what's up with that. And someone you don't even want to do nothing. You know, it be somebody be talking to you that they say, you see food in my stomach.
So what's up with that? Birthday. August 24th, Flare Day, Mahala Day. Tell me birthday, November 29th. We're supposed to be by right cardinals. You're supposed to celebrate that. How we flog BWR. I believe 1986 we flogged them when we hosted a flag. Right, Koto? You remember? We disgraced them. They want a birthday. How you call it? They know the holiday now more than anything. So how many holidays and how many birthdays should we be celebrating? My holiday, my birthday, you can send people on. Is she making sense? Or people just getting tired around here?
You want me go?
Thank you, Mr. Too.
Okay.
Yeah, when you started, then you got to continue it. I don't give anybody money for birthday, hair face, or any other thing. What I give you money for, full money back home, or if you're sick. My nieces, my other than no, I don't go there with them. Can you imagine if my father having 12 children? Then all the 12 children already having children now. Then calculate the amount of children they already having. Then I'm gonna pay their school fee. Then birthday you can't tell me birthday coming my son's birthday. I say, oh okay, I can say, oh thank God, oh, happy birthday. I'm not into that, to be frank. I have my responsibility to deal with. I'm not going to go there with you. You born your child, take the responsibility of your child. I born my children, I took the responsibility of my children. If I want to help you with your school fee, fair enough. I'm not responsible for your child birthday thing. No way, I don't go there. They don't even mention it to me. The only thing I see, maybe sometimes they made a mistake and mention it to me. I tell them, you know, I don't celebrate your child, but if they go to your child father or whoever, they celebrate. No. No, and to be frank, that's what I mean. That's what I do. You ask them, am I ready? They will tell you, hey. So the only thing, the last time my nephew say he going back to school, so they asked him why you going back to school. He say only people who going to school can eat money from me. So that's why he going back to school. After he had wasted his whole life, I think he 30 years old, he say he going back to school. So of
You
course
can't,
that's the only thing. You
you
won't go
can't get
won't get money
birthday,
from me. I
you
pay your
can't,
school fees.
you can't
Other
get
than that,
birthday, you can't get
zero.
Friday, you can't get Memorial Day, you can't get Thanksgiving Day.
No way. Not me. You
Okay.
see, I mean, I still studying to work, running my mother. I'm a go cancel, I'm a hard labor, then just tell money I be wasting it to people celebrating birthday, celebrating Independence Day, celebrating. No, not me. For important thing, you say yes. School fees, yes. The way my mom there, my whole generation there, yes. Full money is there. But to
Our
say
our
birthday, no, no, no.
our iPhone 15 Pro Max.
Oh yeah, but you can say go buy it. And you saw it, you like it, go buy it.
Hmm.
Yeah, because you can say
Oh,
I want the latest one. I said, ask me what version I have it before you want the latest one.
okay.
Really? You ain't get it for truth.
So, Keta, people are getting tired, really fatigued. Is she making sense? Does she have a point?
Well, I can say her statement is relative, you know, to people who see it as some people may see it as being her own concern, and other people may see it different. Um, I think we get involved with too much holidays. Birthday for me is like one of those days. Another day just came and passed. Um, and, people put a lot of people put emphasis to birthday parties, and stuff like that. When you poor and you got nothing, you don't really think about birthday. When you in this country, some people want to show off, so they show birthday. Don't forget the people in Liberia poor, so they got relatives here. They use birthdays and holidays to get money from the people. But I tell people, I say you got to think about the important things. Your food, maybe they play lay your head, and your school. So if you want to put birthday party before me, you're on your own. And yeah, I don't really deal with too much birthday party stuff. I don't even remember people' birthday like that. So I don't really deal with that. But I mean, to each his own. And, she's saying it from experience. I had a couple of people that will call me and say, "Oh, thought my birthday coming. What are you doing?
That
Oh,
your
the
part?
20th, yeah, the 20th coming. What are you doing?" And another thing, one celebrating Valentine's Day. So I asked them, okay, like females, right? So I said, but why should I celebrate somebody else's happiness when I got my own happiness? Why it can be Wilson's Day? Why it can be Cotto's Day or Mr. So Day? Why it gotta be Valentine? Valentine live his life. So if you're telling me the date I Cotto and myself met, and we'll put that day to say that our day we're celebrating, it
You
makes
see,
sense.
you looking for that guy. Don't call my knee here.
What? The
Why you
baby
call
of
me?
Cotton
Don't
what?
call my knee.
The baby of Cotton
You
man?
know, I just
Hey,
show you the
Lee, you want
opposite.
my
I know.
husband to do something to
I
you,
just
eh?
show you the opposite. I just show you the opposite. The opposite
All
thing.
right.
So the
I'm
day
letting
that
you know that because my husband will get at you. Don't ask me. I'm telling you it. So you
That's
man, the
know.
bed Agbana man,
that's
you get to that.
that
But
sedition will always be a sedition. He's starting a Tamatan now. That's why he's starting now.
no,
That
but
why
no,
he-
honestly, you know, why should we be celebrating these? I mean, ask Matter, do you really know what the days about? What the meaning? Somebody got, oh, they said I Lovers Day. Oh, they said I this day, and they just go about celebrating. But the thing about it is, we who here that work hard at 6 to 2, 2 to 10, ain't no 10 to 6 job. After you not stand on your feet and work hard, then somebody calling you, instead of them tell you, say, I want to do business, let's do business together to make profit, to help you and help themselves. They're telling you to come celebrate birthday. Bro, I just if I don't even answer the phone.
Okay. Well, I just thought sometimes we have these social things that are socially connected with us. And Facebook now there's so many ways informative. There are some people, not everybody sit down there, it's they explore different stuff. Okay, guys, let's have a conversation. Maybe the Reverend and his obviously the Liberal is not coming. The Liberal say he's going to ANC. He was very much impressed but I can't even count on that. By the time Boyka finish speaking next week again, then he will come back. When Musa Bedete talk, he go back to a LPP. So let proper he made his position clear here. He's unstable, he's a balance involved. So whatever they bring him, that's where it is. Koto, let's just bring here. I believe you didn't join us yesterday. We want to say good evening, good morning to all of our folks following us here. Thank you for sharing your evening, your afternoon with us as well. We are getting some other information from La Cote d'Ivoire. We've been heavily involved. Our guy there is tracking the political happenings in Ivory Coast. We're going to be bringing you some of that news, and hopefully we're having some of the politicians that we did here to see what is happening. About Koto, I know you were saying here yesterday, but I know you did listen to the ANC leader interview yesterday. You did?
Yes, I did listen to it. And from there, I think it's also gonna show I made. You know, in my political mood, I can be in a different spirit.
You made special live for Kumis?
Oh yes.
She made special song. I know she was a musician.
So you going back to ANC now? That he not do for Blanca?
I beg you,
No.
man. No, man. Yeah, I listened to it. You know, I listened to him saying that he don't want the government to fail, and he came out to say he don't want the government to fail, but he have seen nothing change. And when he said nothing changed, I took it from his perspective. He is saying nothing changed from him. Because from the time he got a 1%, I don't know whether he had gone and retrospected on what his life or his future should be, or what he should take on. I don't think he's thinking about that. Nothing has changed for him. Nothing has changed. Because he had brought back those same people like Mariah there again. You see that coming back, but acting like pepper bread, blah, 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 blah. No number behind them. Nothing have changed. He coming back with the same story. Nothing have changed. But what I have come here to say, a Kumen know that nothing have changed. Let he go right now to the various counties and see what the road condition is for those people today. And to be of precise, era, go to the southeastern. Right now, the people are pressing the president today.
But Koto,
nothing have changed. Hey, give me a chance.
Yeah, coming now. In the interest of fairness, he did mention that. He made specific reference to the.
But then why he said nothing have changed? Huh? Nothing have changed. Then why did you say that? So be careful when you put us out there. Me and Loma woman, I know English good. But when it comes to interpreting the English, at least I can put it in my Loma, then I interpret it to digest it. Then why you saying nothing has changed?
I can understand Loma. You want to speak it, that's fine.
For me, a good I can understand Loma, I can speak it. So once I pick up a sentence, I can put it in my Loma, then I interpret it in Loma, then I come to interpret. That's what my interpretation gave me. You can't say nothing have changed, then you say they did that. So what have not changed? What have not changed? But yet prices are reducing. That have not changed. We're seeing roads today. We're seeing water. They're working on the water pipes today that have been in, I don't know how many years since those pipes were laid. We're seeing today they are changing all of the pipes for people to have water in these areas. The counties that did not have water, we're seeing that they get providing water in the area. Areas that have not received, like Bapo, who have not received electricity ever in their life. Today we're seeing they're providing solar energy to them there. Nothing have changed. Nothing have changed. Gasoline prices reducing. Nothing have changed. Yes, it is true nothing has changed with Kumen. And because nothing has changed with him, he's going to get, maybe the next thing he will get maybe 0.001 something percent. Okay, we're talking about schools right now. Think about how to build schools, 100 schools in all of the counties, the various counties, but nothing have changed. But I want to tell Kume, I get a message for him. Nothing have changed for him because his own country that he says that he comes from. What contribution has he made to his country since? He had not learned his mistakes. What have you done for Maryland that he claims that he's from? Okay, let's not talk about Maryland. Who know him in Bon County? What have he done there that he coming back to say he going to run campaign? What have he done, Nima?
Wow.
Those are the things he should be thinking on, but to get on a talk show where somebody wearing some criminal bracelets that he go there to say things that he think will not rebut to.
Who are
Nothing
you
have changed.
Who are you referring to?
Where who let woman cafe let him wear it?
Oh.
Nothing have changed because his mentality hasn't changed. What we are thinking now is how to get employment for our youth. He says that nothing have changed.
Okay, let me hold you there. Let's see.
Okay, yeah, because you hold me that I will keep going. I got more to give. Thank you.
So, Keta, this is a typical Unity partisans, Unity Party, the Washington fans. That's it. They will go after Comey. Comey, he got to be. I hope what he said yesterday that he's not nobody gonna define him. I hope he's really he stick to that point because trust me, the Unity Party people will go after him. And Koto Jala Balayant, you know the
I already started.
The pepper from Jesse, the way you can find a lot. I don't know how many pots she cooked tonight. A lot cooked why you need to come in better. But let me just bring you in here. Is that what Komi said yesterday?
So like I said on the show the other night, when we had Mr. Emmanuel George on the show and Fatu on the show and all that, and I said, I said Komi is an opposition. He shouldn't play safe with the ruling establishment. You shouldn't go easy with the ruling establishment. Do you see the result? Do you see the result tonight? So when we speak from a context where we understand our political environment in Liberia, dealing with Unity Party. There's no way you can play softball with Unity Party. You got to hold them by the jugular. You got to, in fact, you got to knock them off on the first ball, hit them off straight. But if you want to play safe, and there where Kumi weakness is, his weakness is right there. He won't always play safe. He won't play this sophisticated politician. And there's no sophistication in politics. Be honest with you, there's no sophistication. If you want to be sophisticated, guess what? You're gonna roast you. And now what Koto doing tonight? You cannot tell the Unity Party that you grading 3. Or you getting 3 out of 10. You getting 3, meaning they're way down. They fail miserably. And then you tell them on the other side that the president, he's doing some things he's doing good, and then you grade them 3. And then you talk about road. One of the things he said, I say, were contradicting. He said, I know somebody drove from, I think one of his party member drove from Monrovia to Maryland in 9 hours, and before they used to do 24 hours. Okay, you made that clear. You made that to tell you that maybe the road continue. But then he came back and said, it is mediocre for us to be saying that the road is good when in fact the road is not paved with asphalt. It means that the road supposed to even be better than what it is. And we should not even be praising somebody that we have elected that came to us and told us that they could do it better, and now they're not even doing it the way they're supposed to do. You understand? So you can't contradict yourself. You gotta be, as an opposition, be hard. People say, oh, you can't. And I listened to the same thing that they were Kanyo Bala and Bala.
Kanyo Bala, your own content there, you know how to call it.
Bala saying the same nonsense and he called it, he says centurions and or century or whatever the name he gave. They got a group now carrying it around and stuff like that. You want to pamper United Party, but you want to be opposition to United Party. How is that? How is that? Cause you want to pamper United Party, you want to get Joseph Boakai credit that he's doing stuff. You want to say, okay, we can do this. We got to promote this government. We want the government to succeed. When the government is failing itself, but you want the government to succeed. But you being an opposition, why you say you opposition to Joseph Boakai when you want him to succeed? Why you don't join the Unity Party and say, let's move this government forward? Join them. Some Unity Party is done. Since President Boakai is president, we have no opposition to him. We're going to join him and move this country forward. That's the thing. Because from the day Joseph Boakai became president, we have seen missteps after misstep after misstep. So will I come on this show to praise him for the misstep? No, I'm not going to praise him for it. I'm not going to praise him. I'm not even going to praise him if he paid for a road. You know why? Because I didn't ask him to go pave. I didn't ask him to say, can go pave my road. He came to me and told me he can do it better. He came to me and told me, say the former president was building sidewalk, calling the road, and he could make it better. He came to me and said, give me your vote. I will change the country for you. And for him to even put a road down, I'm going to clap my hands and say, yeah, you're doing good. No, let him do the work. He being paid for it. It's not free work he's doing. He's the first citizen of the country because he came to us and told us he could do it better. We made him first citizen. We gave him all of the privileges in our country. We gave him more rights than any other Liberian in the country. He must deliver. So if he built one house or he built a hospital, I'm not clapping for him. That's the work he said he would do. Let the Liberian poor do better. You understand? We make our country leadership so mediocre to the extent somebody who even that's why the lawmakers taking advantage of us.
Let me hold you there. And I just want to switch gears because it looks like the maritime for 2029 is going to be crazy. Costo started this whole, she has opened this camp, they're warm, and trust me, they're going to run with it until they do whatever they're supposed to do. Similarly, that's what happening in our coast now. Blake Goodyear, who happens to be one of the strong voices. Are you playing something, Ketra?
No,
Yeah. There was a major conference. I'm going to come back here because I'm just trying to make a connect a die here. What are the inability of even oppositions when they really tough to hold? Out of 60 political parties are registering articles, only 5 being qualified. The former president Babo is banned. Former prime minister Afi Gisant is banned, and all of the major players. Now, Blake Goodyear used to be. Remember Blake Goodyear? He and Alassane were the one that were taking into hey, whatever happened. Politician just like that. He came and formed his own party, the Pan African Congress for Justice, Equality of Peoples. Is a party. Now, there was a major meeting today in Yamoussoukro where the opposition, because the only alternative is see possibly to challenge Alassane Ouattara with less than 21 to 20 days to go. This guy, he broke away from the opposition. It's caused a big gap. We don't know yet. We support him, but he said he's not supporting it. We don't know what's going to happen. Now, I'm saying that, let me just bring it home. It's hard to fight the establishment because they will have all of the resources, they will have everything. So sometimes when you say opposition should not attack one another, that's it. But because the ruling party will do everything for something to press in the water. Uh, I'm hoping to see how this thing going to turn out. If George Weah is in the race, Comey is in the race, Musa Belite is in the race. I don't know whether there's some sort of commonality. Are they having one thing in common? And that thing that in common should get Joseph Boakai and his people, the Koto and all of the liberal, the Tabata group to get all of them out. I don't know what's going to happen. I'll come to Koto.
I know what will happen.
Okay, I'm coming. They want fire to know. Holy Ghost, fire them. Keto, this is it's a serious thing. I haven't
Yeah,
seen.
Catherine just thought then you going back to Catherine.
No, no, there's something I want Keto. Keto, what should the opposition be doing? Because it looked at the thing here in our style.
So like I said to Mr. Emmanuel Josh, who happens to be, I think, the global chairman of ANC. Even though ANC does not have significant voting electrics in the country, or voters in the country, but ANC brings a lot to the table, right? As far as expertise and all the different things, right? So a collaboration with a party like ANC would be something good. Even Musa Bilite, he brings a lot to the table too. Playing in the Lima belt will also be a good thing, right? But you cannot be in opposition and attack other opposition party, especially the biggest opposition party in the country. You can't do that. You just a new party. ANC been around for a while. I have not seen Musa Belete going after you know CDC and stuff. But today I saw somebody he appointed to be on his media team on Spoon coming after CDC. And I'm looking at this dude. I'm saying, in myself, I'm saying, you guys are green in politics because you guys know nothing about politics. The only person that the opposition should be castigating or even putting heavy propaganda against is Joseph Boakai and his administration, the Unity Party, because the party want to get out. But what it's saying, they want to tear and fourth wave. You can't get no tear and fourth wave in Liberia. You can go for not a judgment day, maybe not in our lifetime. There are two parties the Liberian people have gravitated to now. They gravitated to is the two. I mean, the two parties are Unity Party and CDC. So you can climb on top of the sky, you can go down. You bring any other party, the people still recognize CDC as their way of life. The people in the Unity Party too, they're proud. They say Unity Party is the way of life. After the party, you see another somebody will spring out to carry the mantle of authority from the Unity Party. Just how people think that when Joe leave, CDC will die. No. But this at this point in our dispensation, this is the time for Unity Party and CDC. Anybody coming in the opposition should align, come in and support the unity of the opposition. And then guess what? When we get close to 2029, there can be some collaboration to say, okay, my man, we'll see who can go and stand up bearer. I mean, fast enough because George, we are not going to, the CDC are not going to enlarge us. We have to go as fast enough bearer when you are already being president. That one is the worst, the sickness of any, I don't know who will even think about that. Except Joe, we are say, I'm not going to run anymore. And then we can bring some of the other people that say, okay, y'all come. But as long president, we are in the race.
What do you mean by some of the other people there?
Yeah, like the Alexander Cummings, if they collaborate, like the Musa Ability and all other people, like the Tewan Gonglo, and all of them, probably they can eat somebody, they can get the blessing of CDC. Until then, you cannot go anywhere in our election. We're all collaborating with one of these two parties.
All right, Ket, I think two of you are going to be a headache for people here tonight. The way you now, why will you call some of the other people? Musa Ability coming as some of the other people? Keto.
So when I was saying other people, right? I'm looking at the newly established political party and ANC. ANC coming to this race saying they're coming as a third wave. They say CDC had a chance. Unity Party is dead, ain't doing anything. Unity Party had a chance 2 times, ain't doing anything. CDC had a chance 1 time and ain't doing nothing. So it is their turn. I'm saying here to them. I'm saying, yeah, let's face reality. We can talk politics. I don't care how we analyze it. The end result is the Liberian people have decided to put their weight behind 2 political institutions in Liberia, the Unity Party and CDC.
Okay.
So to become any leader in Liberia, you have to go on one of those parties. That's what I'm just saying.
All right. All would be to fix. So that's I know you. I knew you were gonna fix it up. That's okay. Koto.
Yeah.
So you listen to uh, Keto. So but let's come back. Let's return to base here and see. Was there anything you gather from comments interviews yesterday that perhaps you say, okay, I can just draw a line out. I can draw the red line here. Was there anything or nothing at all?
To be frank with you,
Hmm.
nothing makes sense to me.
Or what
Okay,
he
it
said?
seems to no, it seems to me that he stayed in his same shell. Why am I saying this? People think in opposition is just to criticize. Then they give you the popularity. What could have been doing yesterday or the other day was to come out and bring up all of the problems he has against this government, and then make a recommendation to all of the problems he will be listing against this government. After doing that, I would know that he is a serious minded person that is prepared to take this country over. But that I didn't see. How can you say I come to become president? I see a real exhibition of what I think I can see in you. And that I didn't see in that whole message. It's not just coming out to talk. People think they just come up. I'm one of those who is not what they call, the people call it author, right? People who talk. I'm not good at what they call promotional speaking, or uh, where people go and just professional speaking for say, to say. But when I want to put my point through, I hit the midpoint and put my shot too, because I'm not a speaker. But that's why if you don't know it, get people who can put your thoughts together and you speak, let people understand. I think it was not coordinated. If you say you're not supporting the government, what they're doing, period. If you say they're doing something, say they are doing X, Y, Z, and since this is not done good, the road is not done good, I could recommend that the road is not done good. It should be done this way. It should be done that way. And that would be preferable. But that I did not see in Kume. And it doesn't make me to feel that he's prepared to be the next leader. He said
So
nothing done.
so basically here you said something and I try to kind of wrap around here. You are
Mhm.
saying one of the reasons you don't see him as alternative, he did not attack the president. He did not point out those things and made a recommendation. Is that what you're saying?
He did not point out what he said the government did not do right, and give recommendation to what the government did not do right. In that case, I will have given you a green light. Yes, to be frank, I'm not saying that this government have done 100%. No, I'm not. Well, government had done role, like he said, his man drove to go to wherever he went for 9 hours. Okay? That was never existing. He passed through Africa to go to run campaign. Now that you're seeing people are driving to go for 9 hours, is that not a compliment? It's not improvement? Just in a year plus months, and that is done. Okay, let's agree that is not done. But what do you recommend? Since that was the case, it's not done as you feel that it was supposed to be. It's not done. And the very people the other day when he criticized George Weah, what did he do? He criticized George Weah and went back to support George Weah. Why can you be flip flopping?
What you
I was running. I'm running as representative. People that were supporting me, they told me go and run on a George Weah and will support you to be representative. You know why I did? I told them I would not do it.
you
Go
say
in my district and ask. The
you say
reason why
comment
I don't
supported
like
George Weah?
deception. I do not like deception. If I support you 100%, I tell you I'm supporting you. If I don't want to support you, I will tell you frankly, I don't want to support you. I will not go and honor somebody for deception and in deception that I was supporting and will not supporting. I will never vote for him. So why didn't you
So
hear me
let me
going
ask
there and deceive him? And this
let me
is
ask
what
you.
our politicians do. Our people do. Now almost okay, all of the politicians, they will come to you with sweet talks. Oh, I will give you, I will make them win. I
Okay,
did it. One man, I did it in Dixville. The man had his a clinic there. He said to me, come people who will be going to take treatment here, I will make sure people will vote for you here.
let me hold you. Let
Oh,
me hold you. Let me hold you.
yeah. So the man, when we get in the money, people who was sick in the place that will go low, and the place that had the least vote.
Let me hold you
Then
there,
he
man.
came to me after
Did
election,
I
say I'm
hear
gonna
you?
pay him for
Okay.
not winning election. I'm gonna pay you for not winning election. You deceive me. You
Are you
know?
listening?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Let me. Did I hear you saying that Comey voted for George Weah or gave support to George Weah?
Who supported George Weah? Me?
No, I heard you saying. I'm asking. I'm not sure
Oh,
that what you said.
yes, he did. You saw
Why?
where his group went. You saw where they follow us. So you want to tell me that Kuman did not support George Weah? Of course he did. He did. We saw the green light. That you can't say you give all the criticism, then you go back and supporting the person you criticize. And you
Okay.
heard George. George said they meet with George Weah and having meetings with George Weah. What are you having meeting with George Weah for?
All right.
Eh?
Let me hold you there. Terry, good evening.
Because he wants to collaborate with George Weah. That's what he's doing now.
Is that a crime?
It's not a crime. So I'm saying he have not changed. He's still in his seeing mentality. So that's why he said nothing changed. Of course, nothing changed for him. But he can't say
Okay.
nothing changed for this government.
Okay. Let me welcome Terry. Good evening.
Good
The
evening, Mr.
Reverend.
So, and to the panel,
Why you
Keto
looking happy tonight? You're saying,
and
I say you're smiling. You looking.
you see, I'm looking happy.
Yeah, you're looking happy tonight. Koto is just of the trailer this evening. It's unbelievable that you posting because the woman left you already.
Why you say what did I do here that you mentioning my name in it?
I see that you really firing up. But Collins, good evening. Welcome.
Yeah, man, Mr. So, how you doing? Keto
Good.
States Koto, how you doing, man?
All right. I just tapped into her because she was in here yesterday to get her side here. What is developing on your end?
Well, nothing so seriously. I was just looking at the rate. It seems that the rate is fluctuating again. People are complaining, and I thought that was something concerning because the coming scenario have distracted the whole country. It seems like Stand on Waterspoon and want everybody to go in that direction. So that the narrative is taking the media and people running all over the place, forgetting about the main issues that are confronting the people. And I thought that was not that was something because Mr. Cummings is a guy. The only thing Mr. Cummings sorry gets kind of quickly get in the feelings. I think I see that same spirit they had prior to the 2023 elections. They're quick to get in their feelings, asking some critical questions that will come. They make them agitated, like the lady on here yesterday, Fatu. I asked her a common question. She got out of context. I saw Esther writing plenty. Tell somebody, and those questions will come. They will ask you questions like that. Whether if you are desiring to be in political office, those questions are questions that will be asked to you. You must be able to answer. You don't get vexed and start talking about that is an inappropriate approach and all the kind of thing, like somebody is abusing you. No, you're getting in the political theater. The people will ask you technical questions. When they find out that it can make you agitated, that the more they will ask you questions to make you agitated, that's what you see happen to Dr. Richardson that made her run away from Spoon. That what will happen to some of them. That's why I say you can't come to the political discourse and be timid. When you are timid, they will deal with you, especially in the Liberian society that is very harsh and rough. When you start going deep, LPR is discipline, it's a diplomatic platform. But when you get to real politics in Liberia, you get on the ground. When you meet somebody picking them, when they start asking you some technical questions, dragging you, if you're not strong, you will even start costing some people mind and power. So this is why you, the followers of Mr. Cummings, you got to be humble. You got to be able to engage the issue. You got to be vigorous. You got to be robust, because it's going to get tough. It's going to get harder. It's going to get stronger. If you're a female, you don't want to be discussed and think, get out of the kitchen, go lay down somewhere. You're not prepared to push Mr. Cummings' agenda. If you know that you're ready for it, then jump inside. That one for me, I can't be a politician because I'm able to heat in the kitchen. I can just be on FPR talking about that. Then somebody come out and run away, go leader. I'm not a politician, Mr. Su.
Wow. Okay, well, let's see.
Man.
Let's see some of the things. And these are people's views, their opinion. I think literally what Koto was saying, I think that's the same thing. I think maybe Keto in a different version to have attack. I think that's why he Keto to that what he was pushing. If you look at what Koto is saying tonight was, they validate whatever Joseph Boyka is doing. He didn't hit her, but I think there's still much time here. But let's talk about some of the things that are happening here now. Let's see about what is happening in today's, what is going on now. If these Kennedys, the people that we have for now, the George Weah, the Cummings, the Musa Belete, those that have come up publicly, I don't know whether Tiawan Gongo has made any formal declaration that I really don't know. If they were to hold a real conversations on issues, look at the economy, look at the agriculture, education, health, who could infrastructure? Let me add this. Those are the core issues to us out of the many others. If they were to hold a conversation on those things here, who could possibly take the lead? Who could really explain or kind of like articulate their visions? And I hope this time around nobody should run away from debate. We'll catch you and carry you in the hall, and everybody. Joy, we are Cummings, Musa. I think something Musa suggested. He said, "Yeah, they come here for money. The women got money here. Joy, we are got money here." Musa said they should come here too to come debate. I love that part. The only part I didn't like here, why they went to that conference, they didn't tell us why we were not given the opportunity to also vote.
So this the thing, CEO. Look, we have listening to a lot of speeches. We have heard a lot of solution and from people utterances and papers. We have seen all that. We have not seen implementations, right? People come out, they will give you fun talks that they can do this, they will hear the explanation, how they can change, the executive manager into complete gold and put gold on the street and do other things. When you bring them there, fiasco. Look, we know one person that spoke. He said, I will not give you elegant speech or speeches. You will not hear me speaking the Queen's language as Liberians always, the political elite fool them with the Queen's language. Once you can speak the Queen language, they fall for it. So you're not here, but you will see in my decision and the things I do. And that's the reason why Liberian people gravitated to him, because when he came, he brought some changes in our infrastructure development that we have not seen in very long time, or we have not seen at all. The level of education, even though people say he was not educated, but he put his interests, he put a lot of where he put his mouth, he put it there, I remember when President we are with this army trying to disarm the people. He said free tuition for everybody, free education for everybody. Way back, before they could even disarm, there was a documentary that came out. When he came, He made that a priority for his administration, giving people free education at all public institution in Liberia and stuff like that. People were wax free. He didn't say that the health sector built 5 referral hospitals in let's say 6 years. All right. He did what he could do, but at the same time, while he was doing those things, he was being heavily fought by the opposition. The opposition fought him. They did all sorts of things to undermine what President Weah was doing. They even spoke to the people that Royal would eat, that this would eat, the hospital he built in Bangu, that hospital would eat, where the doctor, when he sent people abroad to become specialists in the era, the opposition said it was not correct. All right? It was like telling us that we are responsible for killing all our doctors. We are responsible for Liberia not having doctors since Liberia Liberia establishment. They told us, the opposition told Liberian people that George Weah was responsible, that Liberians could not play football. Only he could play football. They said all kinds of lies to day, brother.
Because I don't know why you're taking it away. Are you saying that would be his strength when they were to have a conversation or what?
What I'm saying here is you ask a question, and I'm keep telling people, and I'm informing this platform that we have heard fancy speeches. Fancy, we have seen layout, we have seen documents, platform that people say this is what they're gonna do. This is what they can do. We have seen Liberian come up, even on this platform. Terry will lay his own ideas as to how Liberia should proceed. But when you put them there, they go contrary. We saw the former president of Yola here articulating, attacking government today. He's in government. He doesn't put my on Facebook. So let me tell you something. We're talking about people who have integrity. George Weah came and said he would do X, Y, Z, and he did them with all of the heavy criticism. And people may not like it. And I think one of the things that some people who feel that they are being hooked to this idea of speaking fancy language or the Queen's language, and they hook it because they feel that George Weah cannot speak fancy language or and speaking big book. Didn't do nothing for Liberia. Amos Sawyer, concomitant, that all we heard. Almost one whole year was in Liberia, concomitant. The country went down and here we are. All right. Yeah, we saw people coming speaking all kind of crazy English.
Okay, thank you. Terry. You hear what May is saying?
Yeah,
I was speaking, and then I will switch to something else here. I say, you hire man. Is he on track, or that's one of these things? Or Tabata, he just want us to buy into it?
But Mr. So, you know that Tabata the man talking about. You know, the man, you see the problem with CDC, they can't admit to the wrong. And that is what will suffer them 2029. And I want them to keep in that cocoon. I don't want to come from inside. I don't want them to get diplomatic. I don't want them to get responsible enough, like Mr. Cummings then, to start taking responsibility that JMB was say, oh, we squander opportunity, and the Liberian people felt sorry for them. And bro, I want CDC to remain proud and still carry the same narrative they carry. I'm happy for them in that life. I want them to continue on that trajectory and see what will happen in 2029. You see?
Yeah.
And that is what I'm also praying, that there should not be an alignment between they and Mr. Cummings. I'm praying for that also because I know it will be hard. Mr. Cummings is not even the type of people that supposed to align with CDC that co-garden. That people that co-garden. Let me tell you something here. You talk about Madam Serif leadership. Key achievements under Madam Serif: economic refertilization. She caused for the economy with over $4.6 billion in debt, external debt. She attracted $16 billion to the country's economy. Peace and reconciliation. She established peace and reconciliation. Social programs. International standing. She brought Liberia up to international standard after the loss of her international pride. that brought degradation to our country and all of that. There were many things she did. Anti-graft institution, the rehabilitation of the hydro, the ministerial complex, taking government from in buildings that were owned by the American Liberians. It was Ellen who brought the ministerial complex wherein the government ministries now has transferred there. She built the defender, the institution extending the University of Liberia. There are so many things that I was listening to that guy. There's a reason why the people decided to go back to Unity Party. Let's just forget about GMB. There's a reason the people look back and saw the economy then, and they compare it to the economy of Georgia 6 years. The place the woman took the country from, $600 million budget, she raised it up to $600 million. Samuel 12 said he was going to take it to $700 million. He never did. Within less than 2 years, Gafouin is taking it to $800 million. What I'm trying to tell you is that you have to be responsible and honor that thing. You are not being responsible enough to take responsibility. The wire fee that you were talking about that you pay, you were not able to pay the dues. Your responsibility was to pay the due. That your responsibility. But you went further. You said you were going to pay wire fees. That was not your responsibility. Wire fees was the responsibility of the teachers. But since you said you wanted to pay it, the people gave you the responsibility to pay it. You could not pay it. You could not pay the dues, but you claimed that you were paying it. So it means that you are not paying it because that your main responsibility was to pay the due and not the fees.
Okay.
So if you pay the fees, the due, how do you expect for the Wyatt program to keep flowing for the benefit of your people? Then you boasting that you pay the dues. You pay the wire fee, you didn't pay the due. So there were so many things that CDC did not do that made people to gravitate back to Unity Party.
Let's bring in Koto.
Thank you, Mr. So. You see, the same thing they said here, nothing is done, They see the glaring things I done compared to where I was in power. The only thing that was faster bill was his 48 code billion, the fastest bidding that he ever had. 48. You say Ellen did not do anything. Under the Ellen government, they did repatriation and rehabilitation. At the time, I worked with an NGO that we were disarming. So you see, sometimes when you guys talking about things, you should know. If you don't know about it, don't talk about it. Those roads that were in Liberia then, they were all pop holes. From the mansion all the way to Peaceville, those roads were all bumpy. I lived in Sinker then. The roads that were leading from the what they call Jonathan Road, all of the back roads there, those were all fixed by Ellen. The road leading to Banga and beyond, those roads were built by Ellen. Robert Fee at the time, they made it a two-way. Those roads were built by Ellen. Then you guys sit there and say nothing was done. Even the debt that you had to wear there, you know what it takes? The people need to trust you. They need to have that trust for you. You have government in power 6 years. You sit there and say, Joria was supposed to do this. Joria was supposed to do. Who's stopping from doing what he was supposed to do? Now you're complaining. The work that you were supposed to do in 6 years is what we are doing in 2 years' time. By 2 years, you will see. I know the next thing now is the public is working on how to start employment of people. We're talking about human resource, how to develop human resource. That's what they are doing now, working on. And you heard what Gafon is saying. Right now, they are working. When you stay there, you ain't called salary. You see what they're doing now, building up 7 salary. And I hear Esther saying, "Oh, that Kumemo can't teach what the old man to teach." Yeah, let you teach. It is our responsibility. Every one of us are Liberians. Anything that is beneficiary for Liberia, Every one of us do it, so they need to do it in a contributory minor. You can't sit there and say, "Oh, I'll form my leg." Then you want election kind of take you there. It's not possible. Contribute to the society. What effort are you making? What constituency you have? Even the Maryland. I was in Minnesota the other day. They have Maryland program. I did not hear even Kumeni. I didn't hear it there. I was not a Marylanda. I was in the people program. Kumeni was not mentioned. You say you're a Marylanda. Those are the places you're supposed to be, appearing and letting people know you. The activity that's going on in Maryland, he even having a kitchen there before you can think, oh, he having a bafa. You know, the Roman people can call it bafa. You don't get it there. Then you want the people to support you. You even go there and say, let me establish, okay, all the international contact you have. You can even say, let me carry a water selling machine in those areas. Have you done it? No. Just those little things that you do in the area. People will regard you for them. Don't mind it. They will be little, but they will consider it nothing. And you said there, we are in power 6 years. What we were doing that? Then auditors were dying. Today you can see auditors challenging the government. What happening now? They bring it and challenging government. Who attacking them? Who dismissing them? They are in there. Because that's why government want to be held responsible. You could have never done that on a job. We are administration. You disappear. Or they find you somewhere else. This is a responsible government. That's what we're saying. Responsible things are happening. It has to be done systematically. You have left ministries in Liberia. You go to the ministry, they were so dilapidated. Offices, even computers and everything you had, you took everything out of those places. They were left like a deserted refugee camp. Today, you can see those reforms in those places. Vehicles, you took all the vehicles from all these places. People that did, then they never had vehicles. See, right now we have 15 vehicles. The MTA, all of those buses were all destroyed. We used to hear people on telephone how they divide the money that MTA at the time were making. Nothing was done to them. And I can just go on and go this time consuming time restricted conversation. That's why sometimes restricted. But when we get to the campaign, we'll tell you where it is.
Yeah, but here we get only 2 hours here.
That's what it is.
Those, this is a problem that I have with you people. Government.
Yeah. What a problem you have with?
I don't think that's thing for people to be mentioned because it is the
what's that?
Like you saying, maybe that your Tabata told here for government to display 15 vehicles, this and that, equipping another functionary of government. That shouldn't be a conversation we should be having yet. That it is.
But these are things that are happening. That be error. It has to be shown. It's not that they publishing it.
Maybe to compare the case here, but I don't see people making that kind of. So the day I will hear say maybe Liberia have our own air defense force, something. Then of course they yes.
But what did you hear today? What was happening right now? The military. They're very. I think I don't know how many of them retiring. Each of them will be giving 45,000 instead of when they were retiring. Those my father they retired. How much they get? 500.
Then I give it to them. That or granddaughter with 3. What would be eating that? Then I give it to them first. We have.
What are you talking about? Then I give it to them. Are they going to make an announcement that will not be given to those people?
Yeah, I said a lot of things in the past and they didn't come to pass.
You said in the past. That is the past. We are doing. We are responsible government.
Reference to on the CDC, not on the CDC government. There are things being said before. We will do this. We will do.
That's why we're saying this is a responsible government. We're going to see. Let's see what happens on that.
Then that's fine. Okay, let's come to this point here. Kepta, do you have anything to say before we go?
Yeah. I gotta respond to them. Then it starts with me again because I listen to Otto.
We're not gonna have we are an ANC respond to respond.
No. It's not we are ANC, and this one of the things I want to say on this platform to my ANC in the opposition. You see, and I see Anthony and my sister Esther and you're training heavily here. This is what I'm talking about.
Why are you so
opposition unity? No. I'm talking about opposition unity. I said, let's speak of view. Opposition unity. Don't be the one to attack CDC. CDC is not your opponent. CDC is trying to move Bwaka. You trying to move Bwaka. We should hold together. You see the Tabata Cotton and Terry spilling all year? This man talk about Ellen Johnson selling brought 6 billion or $16 billion in our economy. What did it result to? $16 billion in our economy. Don't forget, the ministerial complex, it was a donation. It was a good way gesture from the Chinese government. But listen to what George Weah did. Honor President Weah, when the gateway of Liberian economy, which is the MPA, had an office in Container. What President Weah did, he built a state-of-the-art office building that hosts now the office where you guys, United Party guy or MPA, whoever director in. All right. He didn't stay there. When the Urals were home, one of Ural homes were the home for our NSA. What President Weah did, put a beautiful building up in White Plains area there for the NSA. He didn't stop there. The LPRC, he built an LPRC office. He didn't stop there. NAFA, he built NAFA office. So many places President Weah built, including 5 referral hospitals. And you can sit there and say, talking about Ellen Johnson did. Ellen Johnson should have done even more. She sponsored war to kind of Liberia and destroy our infrastructure. You don't know that?
All right.
President Weah, and one thing I love about President Weah, he said, I didn't destroy anything. I built things. I didn't destroy anything.
Thank you, Keto. Let's go to this. Let's have a conversation before we wrap up here. We talk too much. You're hurting people here now. I believe the library investigator is reporting with respect to, and this is somehow confusing. I didn't listen to the detail, whether there was a press conference to the police chief. Can we call now? Yeah, you can call now. Let's finish first. You can call. You can. Now, according to the library investigator reporting news online, the police say they found no direct evidence linking the suspended public figure Brian McGill to the rape case, but at the same time, it's still on investigation. So does that mean that's the conclusion? Because if they don't find it now, I'm not sure whether they're going to come back, or whether it was there any test in any form, in any shape that was, some specimen being taken from him. That was the conversation. And I know at some point in time, the police, they was asking for international assistance from the U.S. Embassy or maybe other friendly government that has the capacity. But to come on now to say there is nothing, even though they alluded to the fact that the girl was raped, all right, but there is nothing with him that links him to that kind of episode. So what that means, it doesn't mean he's been vindicated, Terry.
Yeah, Mr. So the police is, I think that is something that we have not really discussed on, because Mr. Cummings stuff just took everybody out of context. But the police, in as much as I want this thing to go against Brian McGill, but the police have been very professional on this case. And like what Mr. Sigbe said, I think he was right, that every case every case is different. And there are things that the police said that I want to agree with. The police said that they went looking for evidence to pin McGill, but they couldn't find it. Why? Because the girl's statement did not corroborate with the actual statement, with the actual situation that they saw, because they had a CCTV camera. And the time the girl went into the building and the time she came out, it is alleged that Brian McGill was not in his office at that particular time. And the police said they have information on that. because the CT camera picked up the time she went in and the time she came out and the time she took to go home. And they did, even though acknowledge that there was penetration, but they're trying to look for where was McGill at the time that she accused Brian McGill of being the one to have an affair with her. And they
So
said that there
according
were
to,
certain statements of her that was not corroborated.
so according to what you are saying, the
Yeah,
police
so they
did
said,
not establish. Yeah, I want to say the police did not establish his location, though he was out. Is that what you're saying?
yes, the police could not establish because the police said that they need a probable cause before they can charge Brian McGill and before they can
No, I'm not talking
arrest
about
Brian
charging
McGill.
now.
Because
Because what is happening now, something has been, they have rooted out something which makes it very difficult for them to even come back. And if they come back now, how would that be? I try to understand. I didn't listen to that thing. I'm just trying to use your voice exactly like you're saying. Now, the police, they are you, according to what you are saying, the police, they watched the CCTV, the camera stuff, right? And it's proven
right,
that McGill was not in the building at the time the incident took place. So what I want to know, did they also
they are saying
mention? I want to know whether they ever mentioned to that in fact because they agreed that she was raped. I want to know whether she was raped in that building. Did it was that question
that's
asked?
the
Did they
place now they cannot. That's the place they cannot actually identify that whether she was raped in the building or she was raped outside, because they say it took, after she left the building around 6 something, it took more than, oh, she went home in the night by 10 o'clock. And Brian McGill's wife admitted that the man was home by that time.
So,
His friends said at the time she went into the office, his friends acknowledged that he was with them. The police said they did not take his friend's word for it. So they went to the call log, to the position, they looked at the tower of his phone, where his phone was. And they discovered that the place his friends claimed that he were, they discovered that was where the phone was giving signals that he were. Then his wife too admitted that he was home at such and such a time that this girl was not yet home. And then when they also checked from the phone signal, they found out that the man was home according to what his wife said. So it makes it difficult for the police to establish a probable cause
so
for Brian
okay,
to be
before I go
arrested.
to, yeah, yeah, I mean, this is still unsettled to me. I'm not sure. I never listened to that. I'm not sure what are all of the real tough questions were asked. Initially, the police was seeking assistance. What is the status of that request? Was it granted? And if it was granted, was he a minister? Was he calling? Was some test being done as to whether because initially the report came in linking with him that he was the doer. Now they said the local A, he's not there. The camera, they can't tell us whether in fact the incident took place, but they're counting on his colleague and the wife to say, oh yeah, he was home. Keto, this is a convoluted one. I'm not sure how they jump into this. I never listened to it, but from what I'm hearing and from what I read, I think there will be more questions than answer.
Yes, so and this the problem we have in our society. And Unity Party surrogates and administration are being one administration that always cover up crimes in our society, cover up crimes so bad that they don't talk about. We saw Harry Greaves' death. We saw the other guy. People died mysteriously on the Unity Party, but don't talk about that. Now we're talking about raping, and then the police cannot even arrest Brian McGill, but they putting out excuses on behalf of him. His alibi. Who you expect? You think Brian McGill will ever say Brian McGill was not home for husband to go to jail? You don't expect that. So where's the geospatial technology that Liberia has that put the people at the scene of the fire incident during the arson attack at the alleged arson attack at the Capitol building? Where's the geospatial technology that Liberia has that today we cannot see in the case of Brian McGill? Let me tell you something here, brother. Nobody crazy. We have people who have been alleged of raped in Liberia. They didn't go to do geospatial on them or ask them for the telephone location. They in jail today. They didn't even go to trial. They in jail today. They in jail. There was another guy who they saw coming out of the room with a girl. They said they caught him in the room, and the girl was allegedly penetrated. He's in jail. He's in jail today. Who is Brian McGill? The parents, the girl admitted that he did this to me. Of all the 5 point something million people in Liberia, the people admitted that he did it. And then the police director come and justify. Can he justify for the other people that were alleged of crimes or offenses in Liberia that was sentenced to jail? When he arrested Mary Braw for an alleged rice scandal, spoil in jail. What her name? The former ambassador, D. Maxwell, put him in jail. Fanatico father and the other put him in jail. Today, they gotta investigate to find probable cause or evidence to put somebody in jail when the law say this is not available crime. I mean, we must be serious. Where are we going? Under this administration, law and order is broken down. There's no rules, nothing, no respect for law and order in our country under this administration. And it's showing everything we see. Everything. They gave Gloria Mususka free pass to walk out of jail. And everything that happening now, Unity Partisan, before you became Unity Partisan, you were Liberian first. Where is your Liberian, your Liberianness before being a Unity Partisan or being lover of President Bouaka? To see the things that are happening in our society and we close blind eyes to it. Why? That's why rape is on the increase. That's why rape is on the Mr. Soap, let me tell you on this. Under President, we saw women wearing black. A lot of them came out. They were Unity Partisan that was demonstrating for rape in Liberia. So when they went to the executive mansion, or even President told them to leave the ring, they said no, they disrespected He still went out there to receive the petition to them. Today, you couldn't see one United Partisan standing at the American embassy to even advocate for rape in Liberia. Where are we going?
Okay, the line is being activated. Welcome on my last nickel. There's a former Director General of the Liberian Youth Agency, legendary Kwame Opa Weeks. Mr. Weeks, what's up, man? We're still talking. We're not getting tired. People want us to get tired, but good to have you here, Kwame. Thank you for all what you do. So, Terry, this is. I'm not sure. I've never had a chance. I'll have to look for that tape because I'm not sure whether all of the questions were asked because the police came out publicly that they were going to ask for assistance to do the DNA and all of that and thing. But if it was done, I think in the interest of fairness and transparency to clear the air, they could have come back and say, we have administered the test. These are people that did it, and then, to just create that opening. But I can't question that. I've never listened to it. I'm not sure whether those questions was asked and they were answered. Let's bring in Clarence David,
aka. Questions were asked. All the questions were asked.
Oh, okay. That's what I said.
The necessary questions were asked, and it was clarified. The police even said that the reason why they asked for a forensic is because they could not establish a probable cause. They say what they're saying was that they wanted the forensic takes the semen from on the clothes, and it would give them, and link it to the accused or link it to the person who raped her. But they said if they had they said there was no even witness to attest to it that they saw this girl going into Maggie's office or going to where Maggie is. They say as of yet, there is no witness for the girl to defend the girl, to defend her. No witness.
Let's get reaction from our onliners yet. AKA Rescue 2 is here. Clarence Davis.
Hey, CEO, how you doing?
Good. What's up? What are you here? You get a life jacket? Who are you here to rescue? You rescuing me or Keto or the pastor?
Oh, but the rescue team are down there. I'm coming here and getting here as a backup.
Oh, yeah?
Thank you, Clarence. Thank you.
Oh, my God. Keto, you heard the message coming as a backup. Okay, let's hear you.
Thank you for the show. See what the where my disappointment lie is the first time they are thinking for the ANC and they appear on the show. I call in. I know fully well I'm gonna get appear on the show. You got to protect them. But it again, it's coming on the show as to discuss business issue or ordinary something. You have the right to protect them. But when the guest is coming to discuss concerning the leadership of the country, and then when we call in, allow her to come in again to get our view. One of this appointment lies, number one is the guest appeared on the show. He said that Emmanuel, he said that Mr. Comey will not tolerate anything like before what they accused him of being a gay. This and that. He came. He said, in fact, United Party, there's a director that been finger pointed as a gay. So I would think I said that God are coming to represent Mr. Comey. Is he really fair to him? Are you a compared political leader and the director in the government? Are you being fair to them, man? And this way, getting Mr. Comey had it wrong 2023. And the second thing I observed is also, like Liberian politicians, many of them, they are hypocrites, especially I can say Mr. Comey is a hypocrite. When you want power from these people, you present yourself in a very simple term. When the election is over, you get by and get in your diplomatic form. When they say like during election time, Mr. Comey, why they want African self and be going here and there. Right after the election, you're seeing dressing a costume. If you want to be a native, be a native. If you want to be a cellular government, be a cellular government. They say by their fruit we shall know them. He's a very fine leader. I'm not saying it because he come in the race. He's a very fine leader.
Oh, rescue.
So he also, Mr. Soul. He's a very fine leader. But sometimes when you come on the show, be very frank and be very truthful to the people. You win Maryland County, the people throw you in the hound. They simply that you win, that you are no room for you to go there. You right now hours from Monrovia to go Maryland County, they say the government is not doing nothing. So how can these people trust you? How can we trust him? Then he appeared on the show now. I can say, Mr. Comey and Prophet Key, he said that he getting before the appearance, he said he a Prophet Key for competition until the great people will have a very good show that day. He appeared almost a Prophet Key on the show. So when Mr. Comey coming in the race,
Clarence, what do you mean by he appeared at Prophet Key? What are you talking about?
You never listen the kind of words that Mr. Comey used on the show until the CEO Spoon was telling you no. They show, the right kids and listen to the show.
You get what?
You say language on the show.
You say who what?
They can attest to it.
To say nonsense?
No, not only nonsense. Besides nonsense, not only nonsense.
Bullshit is just a bullshit.
Bullshit is this dropping from cow. I don't know why I think it's an insult.
You had a show, there's a family again, you had a case in the living room, listen to the show.
No child supposed to listen. I don't agree with you on that one there. When they are child, if you're listening, look, these are mature conversation. We're talking about people raping people, we're talking about people killing people. Then you say, child, when you have your child, you need to send that child to bed. So nothing wrong with that.
You were not discussing rape. You were discussing why instead of because people alleged that he was a gay. And I'm not in support of somebody accusing somebody of falsehood. But when you come to discuss the issue for the nation, regardless of whatsoever name that the people are calling you on, that you should be able to be focused on why you're getting a matter more to the people. Because Mr. Comey calling that you will not solve the bread and butter issue in our country. And it's a truthful leader that can redeem a country.
What I'm saying, the word bullshit is not an insult. It's just that people being deceitful. He was just labeled, he felt people labeled him wrongly. He using it in a strong term to deny it, and which he said because people use that to define, and he saw what happened politically. He was hurt. So it's not a word that is to equip that with Prophet Key way of doing things. I think that is just over the top. But you are entitled to your views and your opinion.
Yeah, please let me end that point before I can read it loud. There's on the show, if I get a on the show, if it's a guest from the ANC when they appear on the show, you want to use that kind of political matter and get me the mental that or the better for coming to join CDC. When CDC cannot get the chance of coming all of them from the Southeast over there, they say, okay, see, we have tried Joria, come and run on CDC, CDC, a more popular political party, come run on CDC party, the white jet to Winston tournament. But every now and then, when coming people appear on the show, you always.
Okay.
Why this suggest that to Joseph Parker?
Let me bring.
Mr. So, please, one more, 30 seconds.
No,
30 seconds, Mr. So, please. I know that
These
very
guys.
few are here tonight. But Kyoto should stop their behavior. But you know, there'll be no other politician in the country. No.
No hurting you.
Because you can get more.
Clarence, talk your own. The man talk your own.
Talk your own.
Where am I with that? Okay.
Clarence, go sit down. You're here when I hear you tonight.
Yeah, man. Let's go to this other number here, 612-0872. Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
How you doing, Mr. So? This is Elvis from Minnesota.
Elvis, good evening. How you doing? Let's hear you.
I'm good. Hello to you, the panelists. Look, Clarence is his priority is misaligned. You're telling me that it's called children should sit and watch comfortably a convicted criminal, a thief, and feel comfortable with that person. But when somebody use the word BS, then it's uncomfortable with the children. That's why I was having this conversation. Like when people were comfortable with criminals, the only criminals in Liberia is politicians. Everybody will say the politicians are wrong, even though they haven't been adjudicated in court to be a thief. A man who confessed and was adjudicated and convicted as a thief is the one who we're holding to a higher moral standard, and he's telling somebody you can't use that word on his show. This is a firm issue. Imagine. Well, let me say this. I would disagree with my brother Kevin, and I agree with Terrell on the case, on the issue of the rape case. I've said it on another platform. The reality is this case, Kevin, you're a smart guy. You know what an alibi is, right? Alibi is, like if somebody say, oh, this person did so and so crime at so and so time, at so and so place. The first thing they're going to ask you, where were you at this time, on this date? If you're at a different place and it can be established that you're at a different place, then that crime cannot have been committed by you. That's an alibi. Mm-hmm. So if the police in their investigation and the process they use to investigate is looking at the alibi, and if he has a solid alibi, I don't know this guy. He might be guilty of this rape. This might be a cover-up. But those are some of the things that they do preliminarily to get where this person was. If they're in the same proximity as the victim, then again, it's probable that this crime probably happened. But if they're way on the other side of town or very far away from the victim, then you got to question whether or not this is a credible claim that the victim is making. So let's take our political hats out of it. I think the fact that rape is a non-durable crime itself is an illegal law on our books, because everybody's entitled to due process. Certain crimes, you can have bills for it, you can go to court. If we had no bill and this guy, if he had a bill and this guy is, let's say, going to trial, but he has his freedom is not taken away from him yet until he's proven to be guilty, I'll be more okay with it. But to sit a guy in jail for maybe a year or so, and then later on find out that he's not guilty, you can't give him back that year or give him back those years and months. So the point is, the law itself contravenes our Constitution when it comes to our due process provision in our Constitution. You can't have a law that says there's no guilt.
Thank you so much.
Be arrested just based on allegations, especially if those allegations are baseless.
Thank you
so much. But then lastly, on the issue of Cummings, look, I didn't see the interview. I've heard about it, in our chat rooms we're discussing it. And I guess you're talking about what kind of word he used and, trying to defend himself about the allegation that he was gay. He said a statement that Mama Didi Akite tried to get him to clarify. He refused to clarify. He said, yes, that's how I meant to answer the question. So he said it's a lifestyle that he struggled with, and this has been behind him for a long time. So you can't expect the Liberian people to think otherwise when you have the opportunity to clarify what you said, you refuse to do so. And lastly, Cummings is not a politician. Besides George Weah, he would be my second choice to run Liberia. So there's nothing against him, but he's just not popular. He doesn't know how to connect with the people. If he's like some people say, he's a crippled man, he got a Congo heritage, whatever the case be proud of who you are. Tell the Liberian people who you are, authentically who you are. People want you not because of your tribe or your ethnicity. They want you because they know that you're capable of running the country, especially when it comes to the economy. But be
Thank you.
honest. Don't try to pour the wool over our head and pretend to be something you're not. We're not stupid. We can see through it. I think
Thank,
it's disingenuousness is one of the things that's holding him back. But thank you for taking my call, Mr. Salt. I'll be right there.
thank you so much. Okay, let's go to the next number here, and then we're going to be wrapping up for the event. Let's hear Prince.
Yes, sir.
Good
Thank
evening.
you,
How are
Mr.
you?
Stone. I am doing fine. I'm doing fine. Let me just say thanks to my brother Keto. And Keto is doing exceptionally well on this show to the extent that people who support the Unity Party are struggling to find words in order to deceive themselves because not the Liberian people. My brother Keto, the gods are with you and they are well satisfied for defending the interests of the masses. Even though you find yourself in a land where, quote unquote, the people will say milk and honey, but you still think about back home and defend what is right. The gods will always bless you. Thank you so much. And the ancestors are pleased with your work. Having said that, Mr. Soul, you can see the deception in our brothers who support this risky regime. I'm listening to the brother who just left the line talking about Alaba. It is unfortunate that this brother don't know the gravity of, especially when it comes to the issue of rape. He does not understand the psychological effect, what it does to the remembrance of people, or even your own sense of reasoning. He don't understand that, or he come here and can't talk about Alaba. But let's even agree with his Alaba that he just used. But this was the same brother yesterday who called on the show, speaking figuratively, who called on the show and said, President, we are unalive auditors. That's what he said. Even though he didn't see President Weah around there, he did not see any government official there, but he agreed that these people unalive auditors. These were the same people who said Jefferson Tamba Kochi, an innocent soul, was an assassin and a bomb assassin, and etc., etc. Even though they've not seen him with a bomb or talk less of a cutlass, but they agree that he was this kind of evil person. These were the very people who agreed, and they said, yes, Honorable Nathaniel Magay, Honorable Samuel Pue, these people are corrupt. Whenever a communication which is political or a particular document that came in that is political, that is used as a political material, they agree that, oh, yeah, these people, they are corrupt. But here is it that he can't on the platform. Somebody finish raping, he can't talk Alaba yet. And you see deception. These are some of the people that are causing problems for the Liberian community in the diaspora. Because if you think you will use this platform to come and deceive people, then we'll come and we honor obligation to correct you. So what he said, these are just statements that are used to try to, pacify their own failure. Now, I'm listening to my sister also. She made some
Prince,
points.
in a minute, please wrap up. We are already out of time. That's what I'm not taking no call again.
To conclude, it is unfortunate, Mr. Soul, that this government, since this government into 3 years, there is nothing that this government can point to. In the area of education, nothing. In the area of health, nothing. Today, you saw what happened today. And I'm even surprised that you didn't really raise it, but anyway, maybe you have your issues, to discuss. ELWA Hospital, where Mr. Bueka used to go for treatment, the hospital that he always used to go to, that in fact, at some point in time, according to information, that he even owed them money. Do you know that he has denied this hospital of receiving their subsidy? And today, doctors were outside protesting. Can you imagine that? Look at the PYJ University, a university that was built to be able to help the less fortunate. Mr. Bueka is able to use his political, strength to ensure that the PYJ University is worked on by giving it to another person, denying the PYJ University of their subsidy that they always receive to run the institution.
Thank
What kind of government is there? Look at the issue of rape. Today now, it has been a leak
Prince,
of rape.
Thank you. I gotta go to the last caller.
To just conclude, I'm coming here to just a second to conclude. Today now, you see, rape has become almost like a competition between ministry. Yesterday, it was the Ministry of Youth and Sport. The other day, it was the
So,
Ministry
Prince,
of Agriculture. The
Prince,
other day, it was FDRC. Mr. So,
Prince,
yes, sir.
ERW, is it a JFK? Is that a government? Is
No,
that a government
it's a
hospital?
private-owned hospital that receives subsidy from government. It's a private-owned hospital.
Okay, so then
These
you okay,
that
then
are
just
also helping.
yes, and then let's just put that into context so that people will know,
No,
because
no, no.
if
So
the parents,
you know that it's a private hospital. Yes, it's a
okay.
private hospital, but this private hospital
So when he
receives
went
subsidy
there, I
from
think he
government.
went there as either a private citizen to get medical care. It doesn't mean because he's president now. I mean, if they're giving subsidy to all other hospitals, it should be no exception. I don't want it to be perceived that JFK, I mean, ERW now is a government facility and it's being neglected.
No,
That's
no, no.
wrong. Okay.
No, Mr. So everybody know that ERWA is a
So
private-owned hospital. But one
Prince,
thing we need to
where you
establish
get your
here,
owner knew that he went there, he owe people. Yeah, I know. You see, I know you're for.
Mr.
Yeah.
So we are giving you factual information. We are giving you factual
Send that bill.
information.
Send that bill. Let me see it. Send that bill. Let me
So
see.
why you check faxing? Why you check faxing or
We are
faxing?
giving you,
Prince, you check fax the rescue 3.
from Mr. Boyka to deny the ESWA of not receiving their subsidy, and today the hospital is closed.
Prince, thank you so much.
Thousands of Liberians.
Okay, thank you so much. Let me bring you. Thank you so much.
This CEO here, we gotta be giving you left eye on this show here. We gotta be giving you left eye on this show, CEO. You
Wow.
fact checking a caller, but you fact check or where any rescue TD on the show.
To say what?
You fact check rescue TD or rescue TD can to all tabata is all the fact checking. You fact checking the other caller they on the team, you start to
But the one you say was too big.
Are you
Okay.
saying that?
Jim, I was already off. I mean,
Hey.
you are one of our guys. Let me hear you quickly before we wrap up, James.
Yeah. When it comes to don't go to the comment, let me start with the comment. When it comes to the comment, if I was the marketing or the management for coming political party will fire him. Because the first thing to move from 7% to 1% is a bad management system. I don't know what he was doing the governor factory.
Oh,
what
God.
he was doing there, his contribution. Then you come to politics, then you move from 7 to 1. That's a disgrace. No management system will want that result. It's a complete disgrace, complete waste. Even you in school, you are average at 90, then you come to 69. That's a disgrace. Then what you were doing there? You were in pension school, your average was 98. Then you come to soul school, then your average 4 to 65 or 50. Then you try to get an average. It means you're a failure. So Mr. Conway is a failure, he's going to resign. If Mr. Conway was in the corporate world, you will resign. You know that you will not do nothing. From 7% to 1%, you know you will resign. You know that one for the matter of fact. Any company for that matter.
Okay.
Any
Thank you
business
so
for that
much.
matter, you will resign.
All right. Thank you so much.
I think to the Liberian people here, we can get talk. All Liberians know how to talk. We know politics, we know how to talk. But we cannot defend ourselves. We not get evidence to prove anything. Everybody can get hear something and see what they want to say. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, guys, we got a wrap up. 1 minute each. USA 1 minute. Not Liberia when they put Kado over a strictly 1 minute. Who wants to take the lead?
I want to start first so I can leave.
No, you can't talk. You can't. Wait, so you can leave. You can't talk and go. So, you know what the pastor will say about you?
Okay, let the pastor go for it.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I said when you talk, the pastor gonna listen to you. So the pastor, you listen to the pastor too. Who knows what?
I ain't recording pastors.
You don't know whether he's gonna
Politician.
be a converter person to CDC tonight.
The pastor being beyond CDC for a long time. He's a politician. Leave that man alone.
He had a Bible and not politics.
Yeah, and I'm politics. You know, the man used to go on Game Show. He and Game used to go back and forth all the time, writing Tabata on the main show. So, look, on a serious note, look, Joseph Nima Bwaka, and let's put an icing on the cake for him on this show tonight. The people like the Liberal Progressive, the Tabata Liberal Progressive, the wannabe celebrity, political guru, the likes of Terry, the likes of the security analysts, the runaway Mr. Bwashin, Jerry Bracken, Jerry ran away. All these people are guilty of messing the Liberian people country up. They are guilty by association for bringing an incompetent old man, yes, who has never done anything positive in his life to be our leader. As a matter of fact, our country is bleeding seriously. And now our teachers cannot even put us together again. So we need President Weah to come back. And I'm appealing to the opposition community,
To do
the
what?
ANC,
You say you
the
come back?
CMC, to speak for one voice. Let us not be attacking one another. Let us focus on removing this inept man from our society so our country can start to gain its footing. And
right.
Thank you for the show.
Okay,
God bless.
let's hear you quick, Terry, please.
Yeah, so Prince Sherry need to understand that ELWA is a private hospital. So the people protesting based upon their salaries, they are complaining on many other things that have nothing to do with the government. However, you see, Mr. Cummings will have a problem if I believe like what happened to him in the elections. He went and followed CDC and they reduced his number from 7 to 1%. You see, thereby they even made for Apeton, man, the Apeton.
Why you gotta lie,
I don't know
CDC?
what kind of strategy
Party.
the 150 million. Give me chance. I mean, told my own Tabata.
Please correct me. The man
because
said
he
the
said
man
I
follow
want to
CDC. You are in collaboration with the United Party. Like your Bessie and Cummings or the CDC.
The man went to your in the final analysis. The man went to your promised the man that you will bring him up to speed. You'll give the man 1%. You're even made
I'm not gonna fire you.
But nobody know in the history of Liberia the kind of election you ran. You're made for Apeton to become chairman. Who is Apeton? Then you put Mr. Cummings all the way beyond Tewon Gonglo. That the kind of thing you ought to do. And you and I know that Mr. Cummings never got 1%. But that strategy you played about made Joseph Burger in power today, because you know what you wanted to do? You wanted to drop Mr. Cummings' number, thinking that it would have, and bring in Apeton, thinking that it was going to make Jowia win the first round. When that strategy didn't work for you, it was bad for you. That's why they all lost in the second round. That strategy didn't work. So Mr. Cummings full round to follow you again. If he follow you again, that 1%, I'm sorry for him.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Have a pleasant evening. Bye-bye. Folks, I want to thank you so much for the event, and by God's willing, I will be back here again subsequently. Bye-bye.